Record.
Good evening, and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Jay Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of the Right Now TV show. And today we're honored to feature the 2015 year-end review. Kane Sinclair, editor and production assistant. Jay Van Smith, executive producer. Please enjoy the presentation.
Wait, this isn't it right now.
The banquet.
All right. Hey everyone, welcome to the first annual Sportsman's Banquet. I'm glad you guys can be here and join us. Should be a fun time. We have elk calling, turkey calling, goose and deer, and duck. So, and a big deer contest too. So it should be a fun time. We got a bluegrass band and a lot of kids.
Annual Sportsman Banquet.
Super. Hi, Taya. Say hi. Good to see you.
Taking you away?
Yeah. We're sorry for taking you away. Enjoy your. Is that a birthday cake?
No, it's just the cake that's up there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're glad to see you. Enjoy your cake, Taya. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Have fun.
And this last video are these guys that jump off with these suits, and it's amazing. They just skim the ground going at over 100 miles per hour, but they're not motor propelled or anything. They're just like short hang gliders that they're basically into. So go ahead and roll this last one, Trev.
MCAT Film Camp. Registration is open now for children ages 9 through 13. Call 542-6228 to register. Missoula Aging Services. We are proud of our years. The Salvation Army. Doing the most good. Missoula Federal Credit Union, more than you expect.
This is a big whitetail buck that my wife and I got up in the Swan Valley. We were hunting in Thick Lodgepole, and we looked across this little meadow and saw something odd. I wasn't sure what it was, but I knew it was out of place. It was the black nose and the white around it, that we could see it. And as I was bringing the scope up to look at it, Pauline said, "Shoot, it's a deer." Well, usually I can remember the sight.
again, honored to have at the studio at Right Now Television, the distinguished Executive Director Aaron Brock, who we are honored to be here. Mr. Brock, if you will, sir, welcome to Right Now Television.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
And if you would, sir, could you give us a narrative of what is going up to Missoula Food Bank in terms of the history?
Sure. Missoula Food Bank started in 1982. A group of concerned citizens came together, the people who wanted to make sure that everybody in the community had the opportunity to have the food that they needed for their bellies as well as their minds and their spirits. It started very small and very humble. It's grown quite a bit. Last year in 2014, 17,500 of our neighbors here in Missoula came through our doors at least one time for food assistance. I share that number not because I'm proud that there's that much need in our community, but it's incredible that our neighbors have generously opened their hearts and their checkbooks to Missoula Food Bank, and we're able to feed that many people. So it's grown a substantial amount since it began.
Amen. Amen. I'm ecstatic, sir. When did the food bank? When did it begin?
It began in 1982. It's when I think about the way it feels at Missoula Food Bank. There are definitely people who walk through our doors on what might be one of the worst days of their lives. Things have gone wrong, and they're in a place where they need emergency food. And you think about overcoming the obstacles of guilt and shame to just walk through those doors. And if you haven't been there before, how do you expect to be treated? And I think there are people who expect that it will be a degrading experience. They will be judged for using our service. And I got to tell you, universally, that's not how it is. And it's because our volunteers bring this ethic of love and of dignity that just is pervasive. So even though people come through our doors on what might be a really bad day for them, Missoula Food Bank is a place of joy. And I see over and over again, I see people come in and their heads are down. They're looking at their knees. They're ashamed to have walked through our doors. And half an hour later, they leave, and yeah, they got some food, but doggone it, their heads are held higher.
Amen.
And that's when I know we've served them, and that has everything to do with our volunteers who are there every day.
And I categorically agree with you, sir. Good afternoon and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Jay Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of Right Now TV. Right Now TV is a digital satellite broadcast network devoted to serving our youth, our physical and mentally challenged community, our senior citizens, our elderly, our geriatrics, and our veterans, our men and women of uniform. Right Now television is your television program. We share and express and allow you to express your views and commentary and concerns. We're a public benefit corporation, a wholly owned subsidiary of IMI Tri-State Alliance, which is an Indiana public benefit corporation. We are a nonprofit 501c3, and we're developing our satellite communications network infrastructure as I speak. Today, seated with me at the MCAT studios, where we conduct our broadcast transmissions, is one of our local commentaries, Mr. Emmett.
Yeah.
Emmett, we are delighted to have you to our broadcast. Welcome to Right Now Television.
Oh, thank you. My name's Emmett, the old retired punk rocker. I've been doing my television show, The Awful Truth About Society, for about 20 years. I used to have a mohawk leather jacket and such, and it was a beautiful thing, but I became too old. So much slam dancing, and I just can't physically do the slam dancing or anything. And if you listen to more Neil Diamond and Gordon Lightfoot than punk rock, as much as I still love punk rock, then maybe it's time for retire for the benefit of the community. But I still have the beliefs and Dropkick Murphys T-shirt and such. Thanks for having me on.
We're going to take a moment now to pause and acknowledge our community partners, donors, and affiliates. You're watching Right Now TV. Sparkle Laundry. Good, clean fun in Missoula, Montana. Sparkle Laundry. Missoula Aging Services. We are proud of our years. Missoula Aging Services. MCAT Film Camp. Sign up your kids now to learn about wildlife filmmaking, animation, and movie making. The Salvation Army. Doing the most good. The Salvation Army. Tuxedo Gallery in Missoula, Montana. Suit up. Tuxedo Gallery in Missoula, Montana. The Vet Center in Missoula, Montana. Keeping the promise. The Vet Center in Missoula, Montana. We now return to a performance and an interview with Asaph Adonai at Right Now TV.
And now we return to our distinguished guest, the great pianist, Mr. Asaph Adonai.
I did that song for a specific reason. That is a song called the Snake Song, and that's a children's song that people, if they have little children, they can see something like this and maybe take piano lessons one day.
Marvelous.
So I decided to play that and put that in there.
And now could you render us Good afternoon, and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Jose Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of the Right Now television show. And seated with us at the MCAT studios in Missoula, Montana, is the distinguished Mrs. Alyssa Hobbs, who is the Community Relations Director for the Emeritus Hunters Glen. Mrs. Hobbs, we would appreciate it if you would give us your presentation.
Sure. So again, thank you for having me today. My name's Alyssa. I work at Emeritus at Hunters Glen. We are an assisted living community located off of reserves and dementia increases. So there's a wide population of that, and it's something that we are able to safely manage to a certain extent.
We have a very beautiful and first-class facility at Hunters Glen. How would we? So would it be a good place for mom or dad or a loved one who had just came out of service? Do you help with recovery from, say, service, or is it temporary or long-term care?
Yeah, so it can be both a temporary and a long-term service. Some folks just need a couple weeks of respite stay up to a couple months, and then some folks are there for the long term. So just kind of depends on the need and if how we can meet that need for them.
Now I'm looking at on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, could you describe what we're seeing here?
Sure. So that's the outside of our building. Lots of land and area around the building for various activities that we provide on a daily basis. Of course, utilizing that more in the summertime than the winter. Example of a room that's set up. We are apartment style living.
Wonderful.
So individuals have their own private room. Some folks like to have a companion or have a roommate, and that's also an option as well. That's something that you do get to choose. So both private and companion living.
Great. And what do we have here?
So this is our family fireside room, located right in the front of our building. So lots of residents love to hang out here, read books. They do book swaps, so there's tons of books in there, various activities, parties, and just kind of a common area where residents are welcome to visit and socialize and stay warm by the fire during the wintertime.
So that was the real fireplace?
It is, yes.
Oh, marvelous, marvelous. And what do we have here, ma'am?
That's our back patio. So, of course, during the summertime, it's used more often. But residents are welcome to eat outdoors. We do luau's and parties and various active barbecues throughout the nice months of the year, and can be utilized by both residents and family members. This is our activities room. So oftentimes there'll be bingo, card games, dice games, cooking corners, a whole broad assortment of different activities that go on throughout the day, and a large space in order to be able to provide that for our residents.
Whoa, it looks like we're just in time for dinner.
Just in time for dinner. I was getting hungry.
Yes.
This is our dining room.
Wonderful.
And we serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as we talked about earlier. Served restaurant style, so the residents just come, they sit down. A server will go up to them, take their order, and then bring the meal to them as well.
Excellent, excellent.
Just another family living room. This is also what we call our chapel.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. Is that an organ, ma'am?
It is, yes, it is. So we have various church services that go on throughout the week. 3 days a week we provide the church services. Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays we have Discovery Alliance comes over and does a church service for us.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So you do interact with community and partner in community initiatives.
Yes.
To encourage the interaction with the residents.
Yes, absolutely.
Marvelous.
Absolutely.
Where are we here? What do we see here?
We are at the front of our building here. Lots of patio seating that's utilized during the summer months, during the nice sunny months of the year. Yeah, so right in the entrance of our building.
Very impressive. And this must be the study in a library.
Yeah, so a library, another sort of activity TV sitting room. Families will utilize this if they're visiting their loved one and the room may not be big enough, or they're having a larger party. So residents, families, everyone is welcome to utilize this space for any sort of party or activity that's going on.
Marvelous.
Hallway, so this is kind of what our building looks like. As I stated, it's apartment style living. So you have the privacy of your own room, but then you also have the option of leaving your room at any time to join in on some activities or socialization. So you kind of get both ends of the spectrum, the privacy, but then also the opportunity to just walk outside your door and have someone there to visit with.
That's wonderful. Ma'am, may I ask, I'd like to also ask, do you have a nurse on staff?
We do. Yes, so we have an RN who oversees our nursing department.
Yeah.
We have an LPN who is staffed 12 hours of the day and on call for the off hours, and then care staff and medication technicians who are there 24/7.
Wonderful.
So we do have someone there to help 24 hours of the day if something were to happen.
And what about meals? What type of meals? What type of menu do you offer?
Yeah, so we have a head chef.
I've got an appetite.
I do too. We have a head chef who organizes the menu. We do a 13-week cycle, so you won't see the same food item for 13 weeks.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and so there's various, we have a different special entree that we feature for each meal each day. And then there's alternative options that you can choose as well, 3 or 4 options there. So there's always a good handful of options to choose from. We also, if there's any special diet that needs to be followed, diabetic or anything of that nature, then that's something that we can provide as well. Cutting up the food sometimes is difficult. So that's something that we kind of cater and specialize towards each individual.
Great, super. Now, how many meals a day do you offer?
We offer 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks in between as needed. So there's always something available for.
And different diets for different individuals. For example, those that maybe have dental problems.
Sure.
You would offer a menu that would essentially constitute dental soft?
Yes. Yep.
Wonderful. Again, would you explain what is the name of the facility?
So Hunter's Glen is our name, Emeritus at Hunter's Glen. And we are actually just Emeritus and Brookdale Company now merged.
And Mrs. Linehan, if you will, would you present your group?
Yes, we're Flamenco Montana. Our group was founded originally in 1997 to bring flamenco performance to first night audiences. Since then, we performed at a variety of community events, fundraisers, and often events at the university as well. And our purpose is to preserve and share traditional flamenco and Spanish dance arts authentically. With us, we have Linda Bailey,
Andrew Hooper.
Andrew Hoopert,
Tony Beltramo.
and myself, Victoria Lenahan. Today we will perform 2 dances for you, but before we do that, I want to talk for just a moment about the importance of flamenco as an intangible.
We will now return to our program featuring the LGBT community. You are watching Right Now TV. Good evening and welcome to the show. My name is Jose Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of the Right Now television show. Right Now television emphasizes empowering our youth, our seniors, our disabled, our mental and physically challenged, our special needs, veterans, all branches, and those in uniform. Today we have at the studio a special guest representing the LGBT community, and is it Lambda? Josh?
Yeah. Yes.
Josh, you might want to wave at you.
Oh, hey, sorry.
Antonia, and your host today will be Paul Linehan. We are honored to have the distinguished pianist, Mr. Asaph Adonai, providing us with the music. And again, my name is Jay Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of Right Now Television Show, IMI Right Now Television Show. We would hope that you all enjoy the show. And if you would like to learn more about IMI Right Now Television, you might write us at P.O. Box 17465, Missoula, Montana 59808-1731. That's P.O. Box 17465, P.O. Box 59808-1731. Or you might email me at josevansmith47@yahoo.com. Again, my name is Jose Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of Right Now Television. And today's program will be hosted by our own Mr. Paul Linehan, who will be joining you in one moment. Again, at this moment, we just would like to pause for station identification from our affiliates. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the broadcast. For those of you who just tuned in, my name is Jose Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of the Right Now Television Show. And today, seated with us is the distinguished Mr. Wes Boken, who is the executive director of the Clark Fork City Food Bank. And again, we're honored to have him as our guest. They are a totally non-profit volunteer sponsored organization. We commend them for the dedication and the hard work that they've been providing the citizens of Missoula. And at this moment, as we prepare to close our programming, I'd like to allow Mr. West an opportunity to have the final say, addressing the constituents, your viewing audience, here at Right Now Television. Again, we're honored to have him as our guest, and we commend you for your work and all those who have the big heart to assist. But if you will, share in your own words, we'd like for you to have the final say.
Okay. We are a part of Clark Fork City Church. They're the umbrella organization, but we are independent we operate within their 501c3. We are a nonprofit, as Jay mentioned. Many of our volunteers are actually attendees of the church, but many as well are not. They either attend other churches or choose not to attend any church at all. So we do welcome anyone who wants to come down as far as either being a client or being a volunteer. We do not distinguish between those who are of faith and those who are not. We welcome any and all to come down either to serve or to receive from our services.
Today we are honored to have the distinguished author Francoise White, who is the author of The Little Toolbox. And The Little Toolbox is a beautiful expose for anxiety, anger, depression, and guilt. Catch your teacher and shut it up.
Yes.
Mrs. Francois is also a three-time winner of the Self-Help International Book Award. She's the winner of the New York Book Award, and she's also the honorable mention of the 2013 Paris Book Award for nonfiction. And again, we are honored to have her at the studio. Mrs. Francois, welcome to Right Now Television.
Thank you. It's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you.
We're here. We're ready for you.
Yeah.
You should be here.
106.3, throwing down at the slipper.
Yeah, buddy.
And we are hosted by our guest, our distinguished Brian.
Brian Bionic.
The Bionic.
I'm wearing my Bionic suit right now, so.
Super.
Ready and focused. Hit the wheels of steel, cut it up.
Yeah,
Do the luau thing.
I'm
Block
Ginger.
party. This is
Come
Ginger.
see me for sales, promotions,
One of our sales
advertising.
peeps.
And what's your call letters again?
What's that?
Your call letters?
106.3.
The heat.
All right. It's fabulous.
You get all faiths, all nationalities.
That's nice.
Yeah.
quick.
I'll say, hi, my name is Hanyal Sari. I'm your co-host from Right Now TV show.
They'll probably leave, because they're going to be running it. Okay.
It's going.
Okay.
Now you just do,
One
you
and
flip
two.
between 1 and 3.
All right, cool, man. All right. You're going to remember that. You're going to do
So you do that.
Okay. That's fantastic.
All right.
Here we go. I'm going to give you a cue.
Yeah, I need my, what I'm supposed to say, though. My intro.
You're called Lillian from Right Now Television. And we'd like to welcome Taj to the studio. Okay, go ahead. Are we recording or? Here we go.
Sure. What do you want?
On 3.
No, you're already on.
Okay. I just go here.
Yeah.
Pastor. You best do your intro.
What do you want me to do?
Just say I'm Pastor.
Oh, I'm Pastor John Havman of the Open Door Baptist Church, and this is Kobe, and he's my friend, and he trusted the Lord Jesus Christ here a few years ago, and I love him. He's joined up with the Marines. And our prayers are with him, and he's been going to church and growing in the Lord, and we're just so happy for him, and I ask your prayers for him in his life.
Amen.
Thank you.
This is the featured presentation of the Florence.
Florence Carlton High School Jazz Band.
You never heard right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it again. Take 1. Again, my name. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Jay Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of Right Now TV, and we're honored to having our special guest, Mr. Scurvy, the director of the band. Scurvy, would you direct our Missoula audience?
Hi, thanks for watching this evening. This is the Florence Carlton Jazz Band, and we've got 18 students. You'll be introduced to them later, and thanks for enjoying our music.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be good.
Perfect.
Okay.
Happy holiday.
Can everybody wave?
Yeah, wave.
Happy holidays.
Happy holiday. Lieutenant. Happy holiday.
Come get in the picture. There we go.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
All right, super. I think that's a good one.
That's it.
All right. Can I get
Hello, my name is Staff Sergeant Brian Yance. I'm a representative with the Montana Army National Guard as a career counselor. My job is to help fill that bridge for individuals looking to explore the military opportunities to further themselves. The Army National Guard is an extension of the U.S. Army, where we work for our governor as well as our president. So that means we have the opportunity to serve our community as well as our country. In return for making a 1 weekend a month, 2 week a year commitment, we're offering benefits up to $13,000 a year in school financial money, healthcare benefits, and arguably most importantly, transitional job training. Whether you're looking for a career in law enforcement, nursing, healthcare specialist, or law, we have something for you. What's that?
The address.
If you would like to find out more information on everything I just said, please swing by at any time. 1555 Liberty Lane, right in Missoula, Montana. We're right at the corner of Russell and Broadway. You can also find me on Facebook. It's an excellent resource to talk to some people that are currently in the Army National Guard and can attest to what we can provide, as well as my phone number, 406-241-9149.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. We're going to burn this and get you a copy so you can take it with you.
Oh, okay.
That's just something from us, okay?
Hey, man, appreciate that.
Let me get you going. Now, you can relax now. You can come on around. Come in here and watch the magic.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you're going to finalize it now, okay?
Sweet.
Go ahead and burn it so we can give him a copy. I want to get
Hello, and this is Kane Sinclair. I'm the editor of Right Now TV.
Karma.
And this song called Legacy Wicked.
Yeah.
We're about to play some Overkill Entertainment. Whip It is the track.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me see you whip it. Oh no, he keeps faxing you to this because he dropped it.
Today, our special guest is Mr. Randall Christie, who is the former engineer.
Right.
If you will, Mr. Randall Christie. Welcome to the broadcast.
Hello. I was a volunteer with the Little River Railroad. We on TV.
That's my mellow. Oh, let me be quiet. Yeah, well, how far should he come up, Paul?
Okay, right here. Oh, that's
about the perfect, right? So right at that line.
Right at that line.
Jay, right. You got me? And then, Paul, you zoom. You know, the zoom is up here. You got to strap that camera down. It's going to fly off of there. Yeah, how do you do that? Here, let me see that. I'm not prepared for it. All right, now let me zoom in too hard. Look, let me show you. Boom, you feel me?
That's too loud.
You got to zoom in. Right? Stay on it. You know, and you just can't. Yeah, you got to use his arm. Paul, you get his arm out. Okay, now we need to set it up. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, you need the arm. Alright, so regular camera.
Recorded, it's recording your voice.
You gotta edit that out of here. Alright. 4447. That's the North Star Gym in Missoula, Montana. Thank you for tuning into the broadcast. Keep punching.
Yeah, I ran 2 days ago to Warner. Yeah, I want to get something running in for my extra 2 days. That's what I want. Yeah, you should run. Actually,
Whoa, that's a power punch. Not even on. He is so elusive. Okay, here we go. Let me be nice. Bill, who is it? Where is this? Are we at the North Star Gym? We're trying to find it.
Yes.
Somebody help me. Okay, let me bring it in.
Ask Jay that when Jay comes up.
Okay, let me. Yeah, let me see. Sir, we're trying to find the North Star Gym.
Oh, hey, perfect timing.
Oh.
Missoula Black Belt Academy / North Star Gym, right downstairs.
Super.
Through Sunday.
Yeah, we hear you guys are experts in conditioning and in competitions.
Master experts, yes we are.
Master experts.
Muay Thai, we don't stop.
Muay Thai.
Julian Hammer Hendrickson, right here.
And what is Muay Thai?
Muay Thai is kicking, knees, elbows, kickboxing, but a little bit harder than that.
Kicking, knees, elbows.
Punching,
Yes.
breathing.
And what age brackets do you serve here?
Doesn't matter. All ages. All ages. Everybody's welcome.
Great. So you say we're here? Or have we arrived?
We are here right next to Flippers, right next to the bike shop.
And who is the handsome young man coming out in the kilt?
Oh yeah, that's Mr. Dave Bolter.
Oh wow. I heard about him.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Mr. Bolter.
Caucasian raising.
Hey, I heard that. Well, sir, did you have a last thing and something like you like to say to your audience here in Missoula?
Oh, just come on down and check it out.
You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, you'll like
Best
it.
Muay Thai
It's
gym
fun.
in Montana.
We try to have as much fun as possible.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Well, we enjoy just watching you guys.
Thank you.
So we wish you much success as you prepare to go on tour to Tokyo. And any way we can support you at Right Now TV, consider it a done deal.
All right.
All right, thank
Three
you.
cheers for North Star Gym. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Thank you all.
Thank you. Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
It's our pleasure.
Have a great night.
Yeah, you guys
Thank you
too.
too.
I'm getting a reflection.
It's also the Black Belt Academy. I think
Okay, here we go.
so they kind of share the gyms. Oh, okay. It's two places.
And we are filming live. Again, welcome to the broadcast. My name is Jay Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of the IMI Right Now television network. Today we have Mr. Ben Wise, who is the program manager for the Bicycle Pedestrian Office, and Sandy Broadus, who is with the Missoula Parks and Recreation Department. Again, I want to thank you all for attending to the Right Now TV 2015 Year in Review. We appreciate your participation. We hope we look forward to continuing to bring you quality programming at the MCAT Cablecast in Missoula, Montana, 500 North Higgins. Again, thank you for watching our broadcast today. We are honored to have Mr. Kane Sinclair, our editor and production assistant. And again, I'm Jay Van Smith. I'm the executive producer of the Right Now TV show.